Russell Wilson simply needs to play better. Allow me to explain, as this will make a lot more sense. Basically, he got traded from the Seattle Seahawks, who believed that his talents were diminishing and he wasn't the same player that once won them a Super Bowl. But on the other hand, Russell Wilson believed that the team was misutilizing him. They kept him from MVP awards that he never won, and that he wasn't able to showcase his full talent as a quarterback and being regarded as one of these greater quarterbacks. So that's why Denver was a better location for him, as they'll hopefully better showcase his talent. So he then decides to hire Tim Grover, who is a legendary trainer who trained among the greatest athletes such as Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade, and Kobe Bryant. He needed this wisdom so that he was better able and better equipped to attack this new challenge, which is Denver. He then goes on this podcast, which he says important things that relate to his current situation, which isn't the best. He then goes on to say that in this season of his life, he needs to be able to do things differently, right? He needs to be able to change and evolve as a person. This is important because the things that he done in Seattle is not the same things that he's going to do in Denver. So he needs to grow and do things differently, as he said in this podcast. Later on, Grover asked him something that is important. Why did you go into this division, which has greater quarterbacks and it's a tougher competition? Wilson simply says, I wouldn't want it any other way. I want every game to be a showdown. Now, this is important because the game that went out last night was a showdown. They played the Indianapolis Colts, and Wilson was in this tough position where he had to throw a potential touchdown that would win the game. So he basically threw the ball, but he threw it to a contestant player when he missed the player that was actually open, and that player could have potentially caught the winning touchdown. So the very position that Russell wanted to be earlier on, when he said, I want to be in this position where every game is a showdown, well, I'm in the mindset that, you gotta be careful what you wish for, because when you're now in this situation, it becomes crucial for you to execute. But I'm not down on Wilson though. I believe that he will overcome this patch and he will be a lot better. But I just find that it's important that in those moments that you express those sentiments, you better execute on them. Because later on that podcast, he also said that our language changes things, right? It changes situation and it changes the way we move. So it's important that you execute on your language. So although he might not execute it now, but I believe that Wilson will be a lot better because he dropped a lot of gems on that podcast. He also said that when he goes through adversity, don't run from it. You gotta go to the center of the storm and stand on it. He literally said, I'm going to go straight in the storm and stand right in the middle of it. So I find that that's very important because in moments like this, it's important not to back down. Although he has all this adversity and his beginning in Denver wasn't the best, but I know the best is to come and he will perform a lot better. But I just caution him to just execute better on plays, and you want it to be in these moments. You said it yourself, you want to be in these moments, so now it's important that once you're in these moments to take fully advantage of them. Because you said that the Seahawks misutilized you, they kept you from a few MVPs and being regarded as this great quarterback. Well, now you have this opportunity with these other great quarterbacks in the same division for you to have this opportunity to be the greatest quarterback in that division, and not only in that division, but maybe in the NFL, and be able to make these crucial plays. Now you're in the position, so all you need to do is execute. So I'm not worried about Wilson. I know he's going to be better, but I felt like I needed to hold him accountable on this video. But with that being said, I ain't worried. My guy Wilson has this, and let's get it.